to a new show, All Elite with Keeks, another episode. I am here with my lovely guests tonight, Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. They are here for the AEW fans meeting, okay? This is the meeting show. Put your flowers in the chat. If you're in the chat, put the flowers. We show our guests flowers. So if you're in the chat, put your flowers for Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. I'm pretty sure y'all follow them on Twitter, so show them some love in the chat. Show them some love. Show them some love. EVP Keeks, that's right. Show some love. Show some love. How you doing, fellas?
We are.
We started already.
We are doing good. We are continuing our theme of being the most unprofessional podcast in the game, but we do it with a smile on our face because this is your house, so we're not trying to disrespect it.
Absolutely not.
They almost got fussed at, Shanties. I was telling them, come on. They almost got fussed at.
Yeah, so, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that.
This episode, you guys, we're going to review some Dynamite. We're going to review Rampage, and we also get in some Women Bidness. But most importantly, I'm the new EVP of AEW. Tony Khan has confirmed it. He's tweeted. If you didn't see the tweet, then that's your fault. But he announced it that I am the new EVP. Thank you, guys. I am suitable for this role. So thank you. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank Reg for giving me number one on today's Black Wrestling Top 500. Thank you so much, PWI, for recognizing me as being number one of 2022. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Oh my God.
You're a legend. You know what I mean? Like.
Thank you.
Yeah, you the one.
Y'all remember? What's the review? I'm number one. There's nothing to review. I'm number one. I deserve it. I'm number one. Thank you. Nice. Thank you, Vaughn. I got them just for you, baby. Got them just for you. We're going to get into some things. So we're going to start off with Dynamite, the review for Dynamite. It started off, we got Tony Khan. He, announced of the vacating of the titles of the AEW Championship, and also the AEW Trios Championship was vacated. The story that happened. Some stuff that happened that shouldn't have happened had happened. That should have happened. That happened. So he had to vacate the titles, which was a good decision. I know it was probably a hard decision on his end, but when you're a boss, you gotta be a boss. So it was a good decision. He announced that night that they was going to crown a new trios champions, and he also announced the Dynamite. What do you call it? The world title? Yes, the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions.
Yeah.
He announced that, and you see the bracket up. You have Hangman Page, you have Bryan Danielson, Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, Chris Jericho, the GOAT, and Jon Moxley. So he announced those that during the opening. What y'all thought about his decision? What y'all think?
So I feel like this is a good time for Tony Khan to be building his character up because he's never faced like this type of situation where not only do you have to navigate what happened, but now you got to address that your heavyweight champion and now your newly crowned trios champions are gonna be out for a little bit. So I think it was a smart decision. I do like the fact that the trios titles it was Death Triangle, Best Friend, real simple. But the Tournament of Champions, I'm a little weary on that because, and not weary in like a bad way. Like I'm thinking of that looming of MJF. So, say for example, whoever wins the finals at Arthur Ashe, are they going to lose right away to MJF because MJF can just cash it in right that night, or they make it a triple threat possibly? But I just feel like it was a weird decision to do the tournament.
Yeah. But you can also tell it was a last minute decision to do too.
Very
But
much so.
yeah, pretty much so. And of course, they threw in the names that are mostly that makes AEW AEW. Darby Allin, TNT likes him a lot. He's a moneymaker, obviously. Sammy Guevara, I can't stand him, but I cannot deny what he does in the ring. And he was one of the, 4 pillars that was trusted upon as well. And of course, Jared Goat. He's the house. He's the favorite name. Everybody know that name.
Yeah.
Moxley. You can depend on Moxley. You got Hangman. That speaks for itself. Danielson. That speaks for itself too. So, some people wanted Hobbs in there. I kind of get it because they still doing this storyline with Hobbs and Ricky Starks, and they figuring that part out. So it's probably why they didn't put him on there. But it is what it is. We ain't gonna stay too long on that. He said what he said. He made the decision that he made. So after that, we had Mjf returning for the first time in a few months. Oh, y'all like Scar Boy?
It's not that I don't care for him, but that promo was excellent. He did his thing on that promo. he did his thing on that promo. Like, I'm all about a heel pretending that everybody loves him when in reality he getting booed. I thought he played it well to that crowd.
Yeah. And then he came out with the Buffalo jersey, Josh Allen jersey and stuff. Yeah. And then he did the whole what CM Punk did in Chicago with the fans when he was running. So he good at he gonna troll. If anything, MJF gonna troll. So he did that. He cut a promo to kind of lighten up the mood a little bit. And then we have Big Dog Moxley come out.
Big Money Mox. Big Money Mox.
Big Money Mox. Moxley was, he was like, we ain't got time for none of that. And then Moxley cut a great promo and a great message. It's not even just a message to AEW. It's just to everybody. Like he said, it's time to start building your legacy. And that didn't just hit AEW stars. Like you had stars in WWE was like agreeing with him. People in NWA, people in Impact, indie wrestlers. Like he said some legitimate stuff. Like, listen, y'all, it's time for everybody to get out y'all feelings. Everybody got to get out y'all emotions. Either you're going to put in the work to make yourself great or you just not. Either you're going to get in the booth and work or you just need to go on home. What Michael Irvin say, I'm going to do this slant or go back to the projects.
Woo, yes. And the wild thing is with Mox, like, he was supposed to be on vacation. So, like, I'm pretty sure Mox was, like legit angry. He was like, yo, I'm trying to, go spend time with my lady, go spend time with my baby. Like, I don't want to be in the middle of this. But I think the promo was further proof that Jon Moxley is the ace of AEW when it comes to like holding it down.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because not only has he been literally the backbone, like he was the backbone during the beginning of the pandemic, he's the backbone now. And I feel like in a time where the young wrestlers of AEW need a leader, they got him, they got Jericho, they got Danielson. Like, if anything, I feel like it's now becoming a blessing of disguise.
Yeah.
Because now, like, you got some legit, real locker room leaders that they can lean on. So, I think with Mox, like, when the time comes and he finally gets that much needed rest and relaxation, I just think that we're gonna look back on his run in AEW as like a really important one, not for that company, but for how a leader's supposed to be in a locker room.
Right, because even it goes back to even when he was in WWE, the things that even Roman and Seth has said, like when times got a little weird, you had Dean Ambrose that would step up and say certain, like, hey, you need to do this, this, and this. Even he said it in his book, you know what I'm saying? So he's one of those guys, like, you could tell he was pissed, he was embarrassed that we shouldn't even be doing this. Right. Why is this happening? Like, this shouldn't even be happening. We supposed to be the new generation. We supposed to be better than the past. We supposed to be better, examples from what we said what we not gonna tolerate or what we not gonna do. Like, we heard the stories of 90s wrestlers and what they did in the locker room, how they had leadership, which was what we would think in the Black culture is considered hazing. So that's basically what they was doing. And we got people like the New Day and certain people, we not doing that. We're trying to, you want to welcome new talent. You want to show them the way. You want to do this. We shouldn't be doing all of this. What is we fighting about? Like, what is this? This is embarrassing. So, like he said, you need to work on, if you really love wrestling, and like he said, if wrestling is what you want to do, it's time to start building your legacy. Leave all of that egotistic stuff at the house. Mm-hmm. Leave your emotions at the house. If you feel in some type of way, you need to go home about it. You need to write in your diary or something, but it's time to put your money where your mouth is. Get in the booth, work on it, fix it. That's all we can do.
Facts. And also, and I think that because both, all three of Mox, Jericho, and Danielson have been in a locker room of the old age.
Right.
They know the ins and outs. They know what to do, what not to do. They know how to show that tough love that's needed, but do it in the a new fashion that molds these young kids into better wrestlers and essentially better people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm when it comes to Mox, I'm very excited about to see where his leadership, how it affects the locker room.
Pretty much. And then after that, then you had my Jared Goats back though with his promo, and it was basically on a sports entertainment side of it. But he basically said the same thing, but in a whole sports entertainment way. So he basically what he did was, because Vince McMahon always considered WWE fans dumb. So what he did was took what Moxley said and just kind of dumb it down for you people that's kind of dumb. That's basically what he did. Essentially.
And
that's how he did.
And Jericho's one of those type of guys, because he's been in the game so long, he knows how to incorporate real life situations into his characters. He's done it pretty much his whole career. So, and I think with everything that's going on, this is the best time for the sports entertainment Jericho, because in a way he's blending the what's happening in WWE, what's happening in AEW, and it's staying in the realm of sports entertainment. So with Jericho, he just knows how to make it work. And I think because Jericho's not the most liked person, but he's a respected figure, it makes people want to pay attention a little bit more.
Right.
AEW is my company, and this is my effing locker room.
That's right.
The Jericho.
Jericho. Okay, and then we're gonna start off with the match. So we popped it off with the trios championship match. You had Death Triangle versus the Best Friends. Banger. He relied on two factions that he heavily relied on that can deliver. And the right call was made. That Triangle is the new trios championship. You can't go wrong with Lucha Brothers. So he did the right thing. And then you got Tupac.
You
got Tupac.
Oh,
you
man.
got Tupac at AEW.
Yo, first of all,
look at that.
Legends. And first of all, I love the Death Triangle to death. I think they are a premier group in pro wrestling. And salute to the Best Friends, because like I said, they've been holding it down since day one as well. But the thing in a way I like about this is that while I do like the fact that the Elite are technically the first AEW champions, I'm kind of looking at Death Triangle are the first champions, because I know the run that they're about to go on is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because number one, you can blend the matches that you can do trios wise in AEW, but even if they want to step outside the box with the New Japan partnership. Oh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
Just thinking about it. So the right call was made. So we got Death Triangle's the new trios championship match. Nobody was against that. That was the right call to make. give Lucha
Yeah.
Bros the belts. You can't go wrong with the Lucha Bros. And it's getting close to Hispanic Heritage Month.
That's right.
That was the right call to make. That was the right call to make.
But you know what I need though? I need Death Triangle and against Andrade, Roosh, and I don't care who it is, somebody.
They had that.
Yeah, I want to see, but I want to see it. I want maybe
You
not
want
with,
it again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say they just had that.
But
okay.
what, I mean, but you know, because they they turned on Dragon Lee, so like they need a partner. I think this might be the perfect time to bring Vikino in. Ooh, yeah, you see the vision. You see what I'm talking. You see what I'm cooking, right? You see what I'm cooking.
Oh my God, that would go crazy. That would make me go crazy. But that was a banger match. You know, they all delivered. They have good chemistry with each other. So I didn't expect nothing less from that match. They know what to do.
Yeah.
So that's why y'all know what to do. Y'all work with each other for a long time, so y'all already know what to do. So after that, then you had the Acclaim came out in the Swerve Lee rematch has been announced for New York show for Grand Slam. Max Caster almost did a rap, but then Swerve interrupted him, so we didn't get no listen. We didn't get none of that. So.
That was probably the heel moment of the whole week for real.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that was grade A because the popularity that the Acclaim is currently on right now is kind of surreal to see because I remember when they first were coming out when they first.
If you're in the chat, do the scissors and peach. Y'all already know.
Yo, do you agree that they are becoming the DX?
No.
This. I saw somebody.
That?
I saw a couple people say. I saw a couple people on Twitter say it.
No.
Oh no, man.
I don't see that. I don't get that from them. No.
But you know what? I like the lane that they're in. You know what I mean? Because they don't have to be DX. You know what I mean? They're themselves, and I think the organic growth of them has just been a sight to watch in itself because. I legit remember when they first came out, they were getting booed, not because of their ability, just nobody wanted to see them. But now you got the whole crowd, no matter where they go. When you have people saying there should have been an audible called, that means you're doing something right with that gimmick.
Especially for Anthony Bowen, it's beautiful to see because stuff that he used to get for because of his sex, you know, they used to, especially the AEW fans in Jacksonville, especially y'all, gave him a hard time during the pandemic era. You know, he was getting hit with slurs and you saw he always used to argue with fans during, you know, and then now they are wearing, you know, saying scissor me daddy ass. They have the scissors thing. They got posters, they shirts were now still for 2 weeks in a row has been the popular shirts on the AEW site. I had got one. So it's a beautiful thing, and especially representing LGBTQ. And he is becoming one of the most, you know, popular part of the popular tag team, you know, in AEW. So it's a beautiful thing to see from what we witnessed him, what he had to go through in 2020. And so now, they love the Acclaim. Everybody loves the Acclaim. So it's proof that, I say, it takes patience. Just be patient. Don't give up and just get in the booth and work. That's what they did.
Put in the work. Absolutely.
That's what they did. They fixed it. They went in the booth and they worked.
I think the title change needs to happen though.
Yeah.
I think it's, you know, I mean, that's no disrespect to Keith and Swerve, but sometimes you do got to strike while the iron is hot. And I mean, in an ideal world, I feel like they could have built up the Acclaim a little bit more before you got to the tag team title match. But I think right now, there's no better team probably in AEW hotter than the Acclaim. So I think they should be the ones with the titles, whether that goes to the Acclaim and FTR at Full Gear. It don't matter. I feel like they need that big moment, especially with a positive team such as the Acclaim,
Right.
it could be something major for that show.
Right, most definitely. So that happened, and then afterwards you had Wardlow versus Tony Nese. Wardlow smashed Tony Nese. I love Tony Nese. He's so fine. So he could just stand there for all I care. There's two fine people in the ring. Ladies, if you watching, Wardlow and Tony Nese, they was just eye candies. But Wardlow crushed Tony Nese. Then Wardlow ended up cutting a promo, and he been hearing the talk. And he just was just like, don't underestimate me because I'm coming. No matter what y'all, I'm gonna make this reign worth it. This TNT Championship worth it. That's basically what he was on. So we ain't gonna stay too long on that, but that's basically what ended up happening. To that. And then we started off with the Dynamite Wild Card Tournament with the rematch. Of course, we were seeing the Danielson versus Hangman. And they got great chemistry together.
Excellent.
So that was a great match.
Oh my goodness. First, they might have the best trilogy in the game right now because
look at that height. Go back to that picture, Graham. Look at that. Look at Hangman. Look at that.
That man's up there. He up in space. You know what I mean? And I think in a way
that's why that man mad.
Because he can't get on that level.
That's like that.
Oh, this boy out here having a good match. I don't like this.
Right.
But now, in a way, I felt like they were in a tough position with this match because, on one hand, you can't have Bryan lose. You know what I mean? Like, he's just coming off the loss, or the matches with Garcia, but he hasn't really been winning like that. And then Hangman, in a weird way, is like on a sort of not a real losing streak, but he's on a losing streak, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, which one do you go with? Because you can build up Hangman at any time. Like, Hangman going to be good. I feel like Bryan needed this match. He needed this W. So, but if they if they can I want to see more and more matches of them. You know what I mean? Like, this would have been, like, to me, this would have been my ideal final. Just because, like, the chemistry is unreal. Yeah.
But probably maybe making Hangman kind of, quote unquote, take some punishment because, quote unquote, the whole bullshit.
Oh, because he started the beef? Yeah.
We'll get to that at the end. But you got Danielson looking at the championship, so we might get a Danielson AEW run.
I didn't need it though. I would like to see it, but I feel like he's at that point. He does not need the AEW
champion part 2. I'm sorry to bunch the bubbles.
Do we need that too?
Yeah, we do.
Oh man, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm not gonna argue with you.
EVP, yeah,
yes,
that's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's EVP Keeks.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. No smoke for me.
You think you can control these young niggas?
I'm trying to tell you. So we might get that, and then afterwards we had a Stokely promo. He came out with Stokely and them. He came out with Austin Gunn, Colton, Ethan, Lee Moore. I cannot say his last name. I'm gonna say Liam. I cannot say that.
Moriarty.
I can't say that. And then you got Steroid Edge.
We don't have to do that. We don't have to call that man Steroid Edge.
That is Steroid Edge.
No, oh man. Every time I see him, I see Test. Or as
don't disrespect Test like that.
No. As Nolo said, Quiz. You know what I mean? Like, that's Quiz right there.
Nah, that's Steroid Edge. He looks just like Edge. That's Edge's oldest son. Edge had a baby, and that was him. That was his baby right there. So, might need, I don't know, Beth Phoenix, you might need to see what's going on with that, because he looks just like that man. That's Steroid Edge. That's Edge's son.
Damn.
Edge got a son out here, and it looked like that, and that's Steroid Edge.
Little Edge. Now.
I'm still I'm trying to understand what this faction is going to be. I kind of feel like it's supposed to be what Matt Hardy was trying to do at first. So I'm gonna just see where it goes. I'm not gonna diss it or nothing right now because it's still freshly new. With the thing with AEW, when they built certain factions and then they end up becoming favorites, so you never know. So I'm gonna just give it a chance.
In a
edge in them.
In a weird way, I like the idea of the group if it was kind of how they used to have managers back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning like Bobby Heenan had a group, but like they were really never together. He just managed a bunch of people.
I think that's what Stokely is doing.
Yeah. So like if Stokely was just managing them and they weren't all together, then I could see it. Mm-hmm. With this group in particular, the way I'm seeing the spotlight is on Moriarty because he's been the one the most animated. He's got the Frank Ocean haircut. Mm-hmm. He's showing the one with the most personality. I think this might be in their way. They got Yuta with his group. They got Garcia with his. This is Moriarty's time to show some personality, and then when the time comes, he gets busy in the ring.
Tony coming up this Friday night Rampage, 10/9 Central on TNT.
Yeah, that was I'm still trying to figure it out, but I feel like they will probably put the spotlight more on Ethan Page because it's Ethan Page. I don't know though. I think they need a girl in there too.
Who would you put in though?
Penelope Ford.
Oh no.
Oh
No,
man.
X no. I don't know. To be
Red
honest
Velvet.
with you. You know what?
That could work.
That would be a good fit.
Like I was saying
would be a good
the other
fit.
day. Like you can put they already have like a rivalry, her and Jade. Like she can be upset that Leela Gray basically took a spot. And they've already been having their feud back in the day. That was her first match. They've had a couple matches already.
Yeah.
How about she can start feuding with Jade? And after Stokely's like, yo, you ain't really want my help. So I went with her who did want my help, and I'm gonna make her beat you.
Tony
She's gonna
Khan,
be the
do
one to
you
break
hear
his
this
jaw.
man? You hear him? There you go. He gave you an idea. There you go. Whenever she comes out of her injury, do that.
Yes,
There you
indeed.
go. Book it. If you like that idea in the chat, make sure you let them know. Like, yeah, that's a good idea. But we're gonna get in this main event. For two young lions in AEW, you had for the ROH Pure Championship, you had Daniel Garcia versus Yuta. And I love the match. Well, first things first, they had West Side Gun come out, Buffalo's own West Side Gun. He came out to perform for Daniel Garcia, so I knew he was gonna win off of that. Even though I asked for Future, but I will settle for West Side Gun, but I said Future, but I guess Tony Khan didn't say what Kiki want this time. He wasn't in the movie.
West Side Gun, like first, I love West Side Gun. I'm so glad that he's actually like getting recognized outside of just taking pictures and he's showing them on Twitter because like nobody really shows West Side love like when it comes to like him being in the crowd like that. Like most of the time when you see him, you only see him just like if they're showing somebody else and he just happens to be right next to him.
Well, no offense, because this is my first year ever hearing of him. To be honest with you, me being in the South, we don't listen to rap like that, like what he does. Because to me, I consider that kind of the Timberland rap. I call it the Timberland boots rap. So most of us don't kind of listen to that like that. So I never heard of him until this year. So it's no shade to him or no this or nothing. But there was no twerking music when I was trying to hear him out. West Side Gun, if you ever can just do a twerking music for us Southern girls. But it was cute. It was a cute interest or whatever. And he had people in red. They was banging in the front. I was like, oh, okay. He had some people banging in the front. Oh, okay.
So you gotta have the squad with you.
Yeah, he got the people from Buffalo. Okay.
Brought the fam.
Got your quarterback stiff arming people and everything. I was like, okay, Buffalo. Okay.
Yeah, they doing their thing out there. You know what I mean?
Doing yeah, that's why I said I'm like they doing okay. Buffalo, okay, shit. All right.
I just like I said, I didn't know they was active like that. You know what I mean?
Me too. I was like that. It was news to me. I was like, oh, okay, Buffalo. It do kind of sound intimidating. I'm from Buffalo.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Upstate New York, stand up. I see y'all.
I'm from Buffalo. I'm from what they say? I'm from BF or I'm from
know.
the
the low.
I'm from the Buff.
You doing it for Buff Bagwell?
Oh, we don't say
out there?
I'm from the Buff. What if you're from Buffalo in the chat? What do y'all say? I'm from the Buff. What do y'all say? I'm from the low. I'm from the Buff. I'm from the B. What do y'all be saying? From the low. All right.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
But that match was a great match. These two young like they are the future. They definitely are, and they're so young. They're still in their early 20s. So great match, a great pure championship, and it showed a lot of respect for Daniel Garcia for Danielson to come out and put the belt on you, the pure championship belt, because Danielson signified the pure championship when he was in ROH. So it's a big thing, and it looked like Danielson Slick wanted to cry when he did that. So
that's his hero, man.
Put that nice comment back. Sorry. Dang. Listen, I can only take Timberland boot raps for so long, man. It's just like East Coast people say they can only take trap music for so long. We feel the same way, vice versa. Like I can only take the aggressive poetry slam for so long.
Damn, my God.
That's not a diss. That's not a diss, you guys. I'm sorry. Don't attack me.
Man.
I might not be a diss, but it's still funny.
My bad, but that's what it is. It's a great, like he was out there. He said whatever he was saying. That's how almost like aggressive poetry slam.
Hey, West Side my gun. Boop 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 boom boom.
This West Side. I'm sorry. Don't send the goons for me, please. I don't know what
y'all can't be my ass.
You really can't, but I'm just trying to be nice, okay? But we're going to get into Rampage. We ain't going to take too long on that. Rampage, it opened up with another part of the Dynamite tournament for the championship. We had Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin. A lot of things was going on in this match, especially during the end. But it was still a great match between them two, a part of the Four Pillars. And then you had some interruptions from different people, Anna Jay and stuff like that. I'll talk about that, furthermore in my my show. Sammy Guevara ended up winning, so now we have Moxley versus Sammy Guevara. So this should be an easy win for John. They faced each other before in 2020, so it should. What you think? What you got?
I'm all about Moxley sending Guevara to the upper room. You know what I mean? It's no secret on the BGW side. I do not like Sammy Guevara. He is up there with Ricochet as far as people I do not care for and I do not like and I don't want to see success for. So for Guevara, I hope nothing but pain and misery in this match. And it is a quick 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then we just.
I hope he squashes that man in like 30 seconds and then goes on about the tournament.
That's way too long.
Right. That's too long. It should be my sister's appearing. It should be like 10 minutes. It should be like John Moxley should just go out there, beat his ass. Shouldn't take that long, and then be done with it.
30 seconds. That's all I need.
Clean.
Get it over with.
Who put why you bald. What is it? Put Malik Quad. What is why you bald? They in the chat going crazy. What y'all talking about Ricochet for? This is a AEW. What is y'all? This is an AEW meeting. Why is y'all talking about what's going on? If Mac have mouse on, make sure y'all say it in the chat. Just tell me when Mac have mouse on. That's all I care about. Why you bald was a joke. I don't know who said that. Who said that? Why you bald? Where did that come from, y'all? Dang, they always do this. They be bringing in
one of your guest hosts mentioned that he does not like Ricochet.
Where did Ricochet come from?
Because I was talking about the hatred I got for Sammy Guevara that equals up to the hatred I got for Ricochet. They
I thought
one and
they
the
was
same
just
to
sitting
me.
there talking about Ricochet. I'm like, why is y'all talking about Ricochet on here? What he do? Number two. This is an AEW show. This is not
An Eagles fan.
We talk about everybody. This AEW show. So I have to talk about the person that I defeated in the BW 500. So moving on, after that, then you had Samoa Joe. We haven't seen Samoa Joe, of course, because he's been doing his filming thing. He came out, he cut a promo. He was interrupted by Josh Woods. And now look at that. Look at Tony Nese, so fine. And then, so now we have Josh Woods versus Samoa Joe for Rampage for the ROH World TV Championship. I don't have too much thoughts on that because, ROH, they're still trying to figure it out as far as the TV deal. So we're just going to see a lot of ROH things in AEW. Even if it doesn't make sense, it's just trying to help build certain stars. So that way when ROH do have this TV deal, y'all tune into ROH. So just be patient. Just be a little patient with it. So we're moving forward. Unless y'all had, you like seeing Samoa Joe. What you had?
I personally would like someone else to have the belt by now. I don't know who, but anybody. I'm good on Samoa Joe. I love Sam Joe too, but it's just for real. If they just put my man on commentary, I'd be dope. That'd be dope, man. I'm good with that. Like every time he wrestles, he get hurt.
Yeah, he is injury prone.
Yeah.
Joe ain't built like, you know what I mean? Like, and I
Not
love
like he
Joe.
used to.
Yeah, I love Joe, but like, I think people still got like the idea that Joe is what he was like back in the day, and the days is gone. Now, Josh Woods, he's a big player. You know what I mean? Especially for that ROH brand. I wouldn't necessarily put the title on him, but they got to think of something with getting that title off of Joe sooner than later.
Taco Champion said why they don't give them a YouTube show Saturday. If people are already making fun of Dark and Elevation, then they definitely gonna make fun of ROH for being on YouTube.
Damn. Yeah, it's kind of true though.
Damn,
it's true. Like y'all, people are already making fun of it. So I mean, it's no point of doing it on YouTube if y'all gonna make fun of that. So that's why he won a TV deal, because he was asked that not to he was asked that in the media for the ROH when they was in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who asked him that, but he said something to that extent. Like, if y'all already like making fun of Dark and Elevation for being on YouTube, why would I put that on YouTube?
But the thing with the ROH deal is like, I get like them wanting to wait the process out for the right deal, but like they got to do something, because by the time they get to a deal, if it doesn't happen this year, it feels like it was going to become just like it's going to be like Impact in a way. Like nobody's going to really care about when it comes out. So I don't know. I feel like they have a plan, but the plan is not going in the way they want to. So now they're just trying to find ways to navigate through it.
That's not why they're making fun of that. People just doing that because that's what everybody else doing. But then But then when the favorite indie wrestler get on there, then it's oh my god. But then yeah, but what William Regal say? Y'all better stop making fun of that shit because you're hurting yourself. I'm pretty sure if a few indie wrestlers be on Dark and Dynamite, they gonna celebrate that shit like it's something. So, and plus, they do not forget who be saying shit. So if you see certain people that ain't on Dark and Elevation, they remember tweets, and they be saving shit, and they remember who said what. So if you ain't on Dark or Elevation by now, you probably done said some shit. So that's why William Regal trying to tell y'all better don't let somebody that ain't been on nobody ring or letting different people stop y'all from getting to a certain point in your wrestling career. I'm trying to tell y'all trying to hee and hi and fit in and stuff, and you missing your blessing on being on Dark, and then possibly end up being signed somebody from somebody making more money than what you're making right now. So that's that. But most of the ROH stuff I've been seeing lately now has been on Rampage. So I think that's the direction that they probably gonna do too. Plus with the whole they're gonna have he said they're gonna make sure that they still have like their top stars on Rampage, but also make Rampage I think more for ROH as well, because I have been seeing a lot of ROH in Rampage. So I could kind of see that. So I'm just gonna be patient with it and trust the process with that. Especially if you a big ROH, if you like ROH. I did like ROH until Trips, ran off with that plug. But
did what he needed to do.
Yeah, so and then you had the main event for the old folks, you old folk that love good old fashioned wrestling. You had Claudio versus Dex, giving you a good old people's enjoyable match. So if you in the 40, 50, 60-year-olds, I'm pretty sure you enjoyed this match. If you in that age and you didn't enjoy that match, then I don't know what to tell you. But this match was a good match for the old folk. It was good. Technical match. Wasn't no quote unquote flippy stuff going on like y'all don't like. It was a straight people are on mats, feet on the boards and stuff like that. Everything old school. So Tony Khan, he delivers for the old folk, and y'all got y'all match. Did you enjoy the old people match?
Yeah, so, for somebody that, me, I'm 45 years old. So, you know what I mean? Like, this is my type of wrestling right here. You know what I mean? Like, wrestling like it's 1963. That's what the kind of wrestling I want to see, arm drags, you know what I mean? Headlocks.
Hold on. Let me bust at him real quick. Put Von comment up real quick. How are you? Because Jericho does the flippy shit. Okay. All right, back to what you were saying.
Hold one. Arm drag.
Yep.
Yes.
Sorry for cutting you off.
Cool.
You can finish what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No,
that's all good. Now, I'm about to say, I personally enjoyed the old people shit too. I am not as old as 45, but I guess I got an old soul because I'm here for it. I also like big boys fighting big boys and doing hard shit. I like flippy shit. It just depends. Like if it's good, it's good. I can enjoy it all for what almost everything. Let me stop myself right there before someone says like death match or something. Cause I can't
you don't like death matches?
Not for real.
I love death. I love blood. I love death matches.
Mm-mm.
I'm good. I seen one in person.
I love death matches. Kill them.
No.
Kill him.
No.
Y'all don't like death matches?
Damn, if you don't sound like you from Texas.
Somebody that like death, but see, I cannot find nobody that like death matches just as much as me. Damn, you really 45?
No, I'm not.
I'm finna say, boy, what's the secret? I'm about to ask. I'm like, what's the secret to it? Like, you gotta tell us, give us a tea. You a vampire? That's what I'm about to ask you.
Say you for real.
We are the home. That's probably why I like it. Yeah, you right, Vaughn. Because Texas is home of dead matches. That's probably why I like it so much. That's all I know. That's all I know. But that's enough for the fellas. So we about to get into some women business. Put it, Graham.
All men should stay out of women business because that's women business.
Yes.
Women business. All men should stay out of women business. If you notice that I haven't covered any women's nothing, it's because I'm about to do it now. Women business that happened this week. People was asking where was Britt Baker while she was in Bud. It was only one again. Britt Baker booked and busy. She was on the red carpet. She was at the red carpet for the Netflix Cobra Kai. She was there. She was getting her pictures on, Britt Baker's in the media. So she's the media star in AEW. So she was at the premiere, in her yellow. You know what I'm saying? She was dolled up. That's where Britt Baker was. She was tending to her business and, getting the media shine on. And then you had the AEW's interim women's champion. You had Toni Storm versus Penelope Ford. That was a great match. Toni Storm looked good with the belt. The belt looks good on Toni Storm. She looks good. She's fit to be a champion. Penelope Ford improved a lot. She delivered a lot. I love Penelope Ford. It was great seeing her. It's great seeing my girl. So she delivered on that match. They got a good crowd reaction from that match. It was great chemistry. Toni Storm protected her. Penelope protected her as well too. So it was a great callback match. I enjoyed it a lot. Toni Storm, I got faith in her. I feel like she's going to have a great reign as an interim AEW championship. Even though Booker T cannot say that lady name to save his life. Put it on there, Graham. Show the people why he can't say her name. He cannot say Penelope Ford name to save his life. So,
Penelope Ford, I've never seen her. Actually, it's a picture of a girl and a guy. Both of them got long hair, so I don't know which one is Penelope.
He said Penelope. Then we had that. And then on we also had Anna Jay action on Dynamite. We seen Anna Jay. Anna Jay is developing as a heel. Her promo work has gotten a lot better, as I've said, since she's been with Jericho. Jericho has been working with her as far as her promo approach, also her in-ring as well. He doesn't work with her as far as her in-ring. She's been working more with the women's coach, working as far as her in-ring. So and plus she's pretty. I love Anna Jay. She's sexy. She has sex appeal. And you can tell she's getting real comfortable. She's and it's crazy the parallels that she's had with Jungle Boy. It's kind of like the same thing. They have to be with certain people to help them bring certain things out. And so Jericho is bringing out the potential of Anna Jay being like a great heel, because she has the potential to be a great heel. Like, she has the face of being probably like the biggest BITCH. So I like what I'm seeing out of Anna Jay. And then in Rampage, you had Serena Deeb versus, like I said, the new AEW women's coach, Madison Rayne. Great technical match, because these ladies are both technical wrestlers. So, of course, both delivered great submission, especially Serena Deeb. So she's going to deliver each time. Madison Rayne did as well. Great match, great technical match. It was probably the best match that was on the card on Rampage. You can argue with whoever, but not me. So great match, great job, ladies of AEW. And my AEW Women Wrestler of the Week is Penelope Ford. Like I said, Penelope Ford, she has improved a lot in her range. She's very confident. And we get to see more of her to add into the roster. So women's business, it was successful business. And Women Business, I'm going to continue to do this like this until the math is mathing, because until the math is mathing, I'm going to keep doing it just like this. They don't have a lot of positive feedback from people in the content world. So you got me now. So great job, ladies. Keep doing what you're doing. Hold your head up. Keep working on what you need to work on. Get in the booth. And Keeks got your back.
Penelope Ford, I've never seen her. Actually, it's a picture.
Right. All right. So, Black Guy Wrestling Podcast. Who is your AEW Wrestler of the Week?
Perfectly to me, it has to be Danny Garcia. They had, like, him and Yuta had one of the best matches on Dynamite, and just the aesthetic, the atmosphere, and everything, it was amazing to see. You had him in Buffalo. I mean, you might have known that he was going to win already because of everything, but I just feel like it intensified the moment. It made it perfect. He is one of the best wrestlers in AEW, I feel like, right now. And he's going to continue this run as the new champion. And I see nothing but the sky's the limit for him.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, my Wrestler of the Week goes to Big Honcho, Moxley. Moxley is Wrestler of the Week. Simply for the promo alone. Not because it was a promo, but because of the message. Because he was not even just talking about AEW. He's just talking about everybody. Like, he just include everyone. Like, everybody needed to hear it. Whether you're up and coming, whether you are a vet, everybody needed to hear it. Like, look. Huh? Good night.
Hey.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know what, she was telling me good night because she's going to bed. It's her bedtime. He delivered something for everybody, and you don't even have to just take it with wrestling. Just take it with anything you do. Apply with anything you do. If you are passionate about anything, whether it is you are artist, whether you rapping, whether you singing, whether you do poetry, whether you read, whether you are a wrestler, whether you anything that you do, you gotta stop whining, gotta stop complaining. You either do the work or you just go home or don't do it. Y'all gotta start putting your emotions, your egos, you gotta put it to the side. If you want to be the best, you gotta start working. Like, all of this shit, life is too short. Life is too short, okay? Life is too short to be holding grudges, still and be mad. Like, it's too short. So if you want to be better, you got to start putting in the work. You got to start putting yourself out there. You got to just start doing stuff. Like, stop talking, all of this, stop doing this. Start using the actions. And that's what Moxley is letting everybody know. Like, all of this shit that y'all are mad about and all of this, it doesn't mean anything if you don't have the legacy to back it up for it. You cannot sit up here and be like, what you deserve, this and this and this, and you don't even have the receipts or the you know what I'm trying to say. If you don't have the receipts or you don't have the resume for it, if you don't have nothing to show for what you're saying, you can't be up here and say that you're the best and you don't have the receipts for it. Like, nobody can vouch it. You haven't done anything to show anybody why you're the best. You haven't done absolutely nothing. So Moxley is Wrestler of the Week because what Moxley said was valid. And Moxley has always been the person to deliver. And like y'all said, he came from vacation to do this. Like, he was supposed to be out on vacation, which is why he dropped the title in the first place. That's why he didn't win. That's, I'm going to go on vacation anyway. But no, he came back from vacation. No, I'm not going on vacation because this needs to be done. He probably going to end up going on vacation anyway, but Moxley is the ace. He's the ace, and he has the responsibility. So that's my ace.
That's when the blessings come in. Blessings come in.
Yes, that's when the blessings come in. Blessings come in when you do the work. Work without prayer is dead. Manifestation without work is dead. That's when the blessings come in. So do the works when the blessings come in. All y'all that I've seen that I saw y'all was excited to be on the PWI 500, including myself. That's when the blessings come.
You think you can control these young niggas?
Now let's get on the goofy of the week. The goofy of the week is everybody again. Y'all didn't learn the first time, so y'all are goofy of the week. Play that clip again, Graham. Y'all think? Play it again, cause I'm.
You think you can control these young niggas?
Now, as an AEW fan, all of this stuff that happened, I was completely embarrassed. Y'all stressed me out. I've gotten, Kiki, when you gonna do yo? I'm doing it now. I'm not gonna take too long on this because it shouldn't have to be said. All of these people are grown. They are grown men. I guess phones don't work because I feel like if you have a problem with somebody, just call them and tell them what the issue is. Why you getting on media scrums to say what you got to say? Just call the person. Hey, man, I didn't appreciate what you said. Can we talk? Yeah, sure. We can talk. What's going on? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't remember what he said. So he probably, yeah, sure, buddy. Let's go and we can, what you want to, we can meet up. We can talk about it. But no, from what I'm hearing is you had it built up or something and waited on the right moment to say something. You are pushing 50. We shouldn't be doing this.
At all.
And then to people that's like, well, if you coming in my locker room, then prepare. You cannot go on people. First of all, CM Punk think he dirt for one. He coming on talking about you. If anybody, where I'm from, if anybody say pull up, that means pull up. That's exactly what they did. Mm-hmm. You on a media scrum and you talking about them, involving people's wives in it, and just saying all outrageous thing, and you expect them not to knock on your door to see what's up?
Teach your man how to squabble. Get that trigger next time, nigga.
That's facts.
And plus, everybody fights all the time. Like, and then y'all that's making it a big deal. Oh my God, people fight all the time. Like, workers do not get along. All workers do not get along. It's just unfortunate that this happened. I'm still kind of hurt that Elite had to, drop the trios championship. I'm a big Elite fan, so, and I'm pretty sure some CM Punk fans are disappointed in the actions that he did. It's just a lot. It's just grown men that could have handled it in a grown situation. But at the same time, you cannot be going on media scrums or anything telling people, calling them out their name, because he done call Hangman. He called him a pussy 2 weeks ago. And then you're coming back and then you're talking about him again. And then you're talking about Young Bucks and them, and you calling them at their name, and you telling them if they want to do something, they could do something. Like you giving them an invitation to do something, and then when they do something, you can't be playing victim. Like, you cannot sit up here and be like, if anybody can get it, pull up. Oh no, why they pulling up in me? No, you can't do that. So that's whatever has happened backstage. I wasn't there. I wish I was, because I would have been telling Twitter everything. I wouldn't be waiting on I could get. I'm be like, y'all could not believe what. First of all, I would have had my phone out. I would have been doing this,
recording, straight.
Would have been like, I would have got it on film. I would have told everybody. It would have been on Twitter. Y'all, CM Punk got beat up, y'all. He got beat.
I'm pretty sure Punk.
But long story short, y'all, fights happen all the time. We done heard fights about Booker T, Batista. We done heard fights. Like, we done heard so many fights that done happened backstage. Brett gave Vince a black eye. Like, fights happen all the time in wrestling backstage. But the media scrum, to me, honestly, I felt was the most unprofessional thing that did happen. Like, you don't do that. If that's what you felt, call that man. Keeks. I'm pretty sure you had his number. Call him, send him a text. Hey man, can we talk? Hey,
Can I
Billy,
interrupt for a
can we
moment?
talk, y'all? Because it's something that's been bothering me, and I just want to talk to you about it. Like, can we talk? Because I felt like this. I just want to get to the bottom of it. I need to know who is telling Dave Meltzer this. That's all you had to say, and it would have been squash.
Can I interject for a moment?
Go ahead.
I have a clip that reminds me of how CM Punk sounded at the media scrum.
Go ahead. Play it.
Rip it on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath. I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front. Don't deal with a back end. Your pockets on a diet, nigga. I'm calling you Atkins.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Play that one more time.
Rip it on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath. I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front. Don't deal with a back end. Your pockets on a diet, nigga. I'm calling you Atkins.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Why he crushed that man like that though? Because he was.
I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.
And then he eating a muffin, bro. I would have been. Yeah, they was in the right because you eating a muffin talking shit about me now. Trying to calm me off. And I'm pretty sure, like, the league, you know what? I'm tired of people thinking that we some bitches around here. I'm tired of this, bro. We deal with it on the timeline. I'm not about to deal with this with CM Punk. I'm not about to deal with this. I just kind of feel bad for CM Punk fans because you can tell that a lot of them are disappointed in how he reacted with this whole thing. And then he's injured again. So I don't know what it is with CM Punk, but bro, you got to heal, my brother. Like, you got to heal. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's a learning. He slapped shit out of him. I don't know. He gotta heal. I don't know what's going on with CM Punk though. I don't know if he'll ever find happiness. Like, you gotta let it go.
His spirit's not right.
It's not.
Yeah, his spirit's not. And I think in a weird way that's kind of into like his physicality as well. Like, because his spirit's not right, like the rest of his body's just going in alignment with whatever everything else is going. He's got to let a lot of things go.
Speak.
Yeah, he's got to let a lot of things go. Like I said, like he's never really let the WWE thing go. While it was valid, he needs to let that go. And then this whole situation really didn't need to get to this point.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Cole Cabana thing, like it's done. That was 2014. It's 2022. Let that go. The
Cole
Hangman
Cabana
thing.
ain't said a word.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like, I hope this next, whatever happens in this situation, I hope the thing that comes out of it is that he finds the peace that he's looking for. Because that's ultimately going to be, as of right now, this is the legacy of CM Punk. A guy that just has held on to too many things. It is now affecting the way people look at him. I have the lighters up.
Burns that bridge.
Burns that bridge, man.
Burning bridges. Like, my thing is, I think it's also a lesson to Tony Khan too. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way too. I'm pretty sure Tony Khan heard about, no, don't bring him. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. I'm telling you, he not like, And I get it. Some people may deserve a redemption. And I personally thought CM Punk, I'm like, okay, maybe he's not. Maybe he's found happiness. Maybe he has let it go. Maybe he's looking for, just to solidify and why, and leave why the fans loved him in the first place. Why the CM Punk chance was always happening at WWE and things like that. And then just to turn around and, you didn't lose a match since you've been here. You won against Penta. That was a thing for me. I'm like, why he beat him? You won every single match. You was facing top people, and you haven't wrestled in 7 years, and you was beating them. You had the title twice. Now you've had the title. You was injured. You got it back. You got injured again. Like, so it's just like, I don't know what he wants. I don't know. I don't think he knows what he wants. I honestly don't think he knows what he wants. I don't think he's ever shadow worked on himself before. I don't even, it's always everybody else's fault and it's not his. You gotta work on yourself, my brother. You're gonna always be mad. You're gonna always be miserable. You're gonna always be bitter if you don't work on yourself and don't figure out what it is that you really want in life. So
those injuries are like, in a way, they karma. They karma for the way he's handled everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a coincidence that he wins the world title, he injures his foot 3 days later. It's not a coincidence that he is going to win the world title again, tears his pec. You know what I mean? Like, it's the way you come at the universe. It's the way you come at the energy in the room. Like, you have a locker room full of people that genuinely were excited about you coming in. Now their whole perception of you has changed.
Right. Like, so you had people that was excited to see him there, and now they're just like, he needs to not be here no more.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's sad, yo, but that's something Punk got to work on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Phil.
Yeah, Phil. Yeah,
Phil got to work on that.
It's not even Punk. This is Phil. He's got to work on himself.
If you ever listen to my show, I just want you to know that please go work on you. Just find what makes you happy. Like, please. Because the worst thing, I wouldn't want, I'm not a big fan of CM Punk, but the worst thing, I don't want Punk to just fall into this deep, dark hole to where we end up losing him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So please take some time and figure it out. If you need to heal, you need to let go of the anger that you still have against WWE, specifically Vince, because karma is fixing Vince right now. So with that happening, I felt like that should have kind of been a little relief, like, because some people were, they finally got him, like he finally about to pay for what he's done and things like that. I thought, okay, maybe we finally, CM Punk gonna finally be happy. So we finally get to, he gets to, like I said, solidify his little, his legacy and what he left off, and just for the younger generation, why people like him so much. But it still didn't do anything, and now, things gotten worse. So, Phil, you got to work on it, bro. The Elite, the only thing I will say to you, I wish you just never went to his locker room. I get it, though. You ain't about to call me no hoe, and then I'm not going to do nothing. But I just wish that you didn't go in his locker room. Because Kenny just got back, and now Kenny's suspended, and we know his contract ends in February, and we don't even know, like, they still investigating everything. So, hoping, they make the right decision. It's serious when TNT had to step in. So now I'm the new EVP. Like I said, if you didn't hear Tony Khan announce it, then that's your fault. I am the new EVP, so we're not going to tolerate violence and all of that stuff unless, you got to be off the premises. Now, if you want to fight in the parking lot, then you can do that, but I got to be there so I can see. But
I have a lot more fucking money than Jim Crockett did, and I'm serious, I'm not going to sit back and take this fucking shit.
Yeah, I had texted him about that. I was just like, bro, I had to talk to him about that.
Yeah, he was on 100.
Yeah, TK's on it. Yeah, we've been talking. So he was just in the moment. He was mad. He told me he was mad. So that is a conclusion of All Elite with Keeks. Do you guys got any shout outs, any announcements? Do you have anything that you want to tell the audience?
First of all, we'd like to just say thank you for allowing us to be on your show. It has been a pleasure. You do amazing work in this community. Yes. You are definitely the number one AEW person on my radar. So we appreciate you for your kindness and patience. You can find us at or find me first at Rally of the Leaf on Twitter, Instagram. Find the pod page on BGW.
Shout out Hearts.
Shout out Hearts, of course.
Girl.
We gotta do the WCW episode again.
Yes. And
yeah, y'all do.
Then you can find me at Poetic Scotland on Twitter. You can find me at Scotland_Underwood on Instagram for my poetry. And salute to our third brother in DMac.
Yay!
He couldn't be here.
Yeah, salute to brother DMac.
Shout out to our man that booked and busy. That's our guy.
Booked and busy.
Booked and busy. So make sure y'all that's in the chat, make sure y'all follow them on Twitter. I'm pretty sure, most of y'all in here, I feel like y'all do follow them on Twitter. But if you listening, make sure y'all follow them and support them. Great guys. I messed with them a long way. So make sure y'all follow them and make sure y'all support them. Interact with them. And if you are a content creator and you want them on the show, you DM them or email them or whatever. Make sure put the thing back on their gram so they can so the people can see where they ad is. That's they ad on Twitter. So make sure y'all follow them. Make sure y'all support them, and you guys keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for coming to the show, and I appreciate y'all. I will have y'all back soon. I got a list of people that I want to show, so I'll definitely have y'all back soon. As for the new EVP, make sure you guys follow me. My bad for not having a show last week. Things happened. But I'm here today. So, shout out. She said they support Black women. Yes, they do support Black women.
We do.
So, yes. Make sure you follow them. Black women, follow them. They do support Black women. Like Art said.
Always.
Yes, I am. Make sure y'all following Public Enemies. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all support them as well. Make sure y'all follow Banks, even though he don't mention or say nothing. Make sure y'all follow him too. He is my other producer, but he ain't on here today. But make sure y'all follow him too. Follow me, Dastardly Duo 3. I am still feeling some way about my boys. Yesterday, they embarrassed me to everybody. And I don't. I felt like Drew Bledsoe was out there for a second. I don't know what was going on. So I'm still kind of dealing with that traumatic experience yesterday because I don't know what that was. I've been talking so much shit, and they want to do that, and they embarrass me in front of company.
In front of company.
In front of company. They embarrassed me in front of company. I was talking mess all month.
I'm going to the game on Sunday, and I'm so sad. So sad.
You the one who going to the Bengals game.
Yeah, I'm going to the Bengals game. Sad. What you making that face for?
You a Cowboys fan too, or?
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
my homeboy I'm going with is a Bengals fan, so that's why we going.
Well, forget him.
Yeah. All right, yeah. No, Cowboys fan all day, always.
Yeah, he
ruin
would.
my day.
Who said? Yes, he would. Troy Aikman was just lucky. Okay, he was lucky he had the people that he had, and he had a good coach. Okay.
Facts.
Because Jimmy Johnson wasn't taking Jerry Jones BS. That's all. But and Bill Parcells didn't either. Them the only two. Them the only two that didn't take that from him.
He the last one.
Yeah. Is this real sports? It needs to be. I love real sports. It's football season. Football season the best. Football season is the best season right now. I love football season. But yes, this is All Elite with Keeks and Friends. Thank you guys for stopping by. Make sure y'all follow them. Make sure y'all follow me. And like I said, thank you PWI for acknowledging me for being number one. I didn't expect to be number one, to be honest with you. So I'm humbled. Oh my God,
we knew it was gonna happen. So
humble.
Yeah.
I'm very humble. Like I didn't ask to be number one. Oh my God, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this. It just
speech.
I want to thank my children, my mother. I just want to thank everybody. Thank you for making me number one. I first with y'all. Thank y'all. But that's it for All Elite with Keeks. Put my ending on there, Graham.
You've mentioned a couple names recently. Who were they?
Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody.